Oh, I see. I show up and he decides not to. How dare you? To think that I would shirk my obligations. Also, my webcam is so small here. Oh, I'm on the wrong screen. No, I did all that adjusting for no reason. That's annoying. All right, let's. I guess it's fine. All right, let me take chat back off here. Back here, the correct scene. I thought that was a little weird. I was like, didn't I already do this stuff? And then I think it's a little bit shorter. No. Yes. Beep. I haven't had to use chat on screen in a while. Oh, that's upsetting. Can I get banned for the stream? Thanks, love you. I mean, no. Why do you need to be banned? Are you afraid of something? You could simply not attend the stream. That is an option. Right. Discord. That's the thing I have to do next. I think I've seen you a couple of days. Hopefully you've been well. I've been doing well. I was enjoying, what the fuck this is? Final Fantasy VII or Pokemon Stadium 2? Yeah. On that topic, I was looking forward to playing more Final Fantasy VII. I did kind of come to the conclusion that people are not watching the shit. So I'm gonna go back to playing normal games and playing 7 in my downtime. I knew the day would come. I thought maybe I'd get a couple more streams out of it, but that's all right. Back to streaming games for obligation instead of for fun. I'm kidding. I think I am gonna start mixing things up though. So I'm gonna try and do videos in. I mean, I'll explain this again later, so I'll just hold on to it for now. And everyone, day 45. Back to Yu-Gi-Oh! Since it's been a few weeks. Come hang out. And catch up with me. It's like, I don't know what a good tagline for that is. And then boop. Yeah, I don't really have a longer one for this. Didn't you say you don't care if people watch? I don't care if people watch for a couple streams. But if it's every stream, that becomes an issue. It's more of like, since like, how do I describe this? In the moment, I don't mind if people don't watch me stream Yu-Gi-Oh! Because I know that the Yu-Gi-Oh! Video is going to do very well. So I don't really care. But with Final Fantasy VII, it's like, okay, it doesn't do well on stream or in the recording. I'm like, okay. So then at that point, I'm like, I don't mind streaming it for like maybe like 1, 2, 3 days. Because then I can, because then I can still have fun and play a new game as it's coming out. Test the waters a little bit. And, but, that's about the most I can manage if it's not going to do much better than that, unfortunately. I do have to run a YouTube channel here. I'm going to talk about that in a little bit, though. So let's start the video up. I think this game is always loud, but I can't tell. Hello, YouTube. Welcome back to Yu-Gi-Oh! World Championship 2004, Part 12. I forgot for a second. We are on day 45 of the birthday stream. Still going. I did want to call out something that I've said, because I've realized I keep complaining during the Yu-Gi-Oh! Videos, and I don't mean to do that. I try to disperse my complaining among all my videos evenly, but I feel like I've piled too much of it in Yu-Gi-Oh! So I do want to clarify. I've gotten a couple comments about the birthday streams in the Yu-Gi-Oh! Ones occasionally, which will be something like, Nick, this seems like it's not healthy for you. To which I'm like, what, working 2 jobs? What do you mean? It's great. I've explained it a lot, but I knew what I was getting into when I started this, and I knew how it could go. I didn't anticipate the mental toll it would take on me, because that's just a lot of being on, and I think that's what's getting me far more than the physical aspect of just being tired. But I'm dealing with it. It's all right. I don't regret anything, and I'm going to continue to let the birthday stream clock kick down until that shit hits 0. Just because, like, at a certain point where it's like, it becomes data, right? Like, how far will this go if no regulations are put in place? And then, should I decide to do it in the future, I can decide which regulations to put in place. Because I'll be like, okay, well, the first time I did this happened, so we got to stop that. So it's kind of like that. So we're kind of just working through it. The second aspect of it, and I kind of described this to the stream a little bit before I started. Yu-Gi-Oh is weird. I don't know what it is. Yu-Gi-Oh, like I kind of wanted to ask you, the people watching these videos. So these videos do really, really well in the uploads. Pretty much any Yu-Gi-Oh video I put out does pretty well, but not really streaming wise. It does mostly the same streaming, which is odd. In my head, I'm like, okay, if Yu-Gi-Oh videos do better, then the stream should be like at least like 10 or 20% better than normal streams. But that's not the case. I'm not blaming anyone. I think it's interesting. So there's a little bit of like friction of like the stream's not really popping off. So I'm like, oh, people must not be into Yu-Gi-Oh. And then I release the video and people are into Yu-Gi-Oh. So then I'm like, what do I do here? But it's fine. The other aspect I wanted to kind of bring up is I do apologize for complaining so much in these videos. Like I said, mentally, streaming this much is starting to take a toll, and I don't really want to put all of that. I just don't want to complain for like an hour. I don't like making content like that. I like when I'm engaged, when I'm having fun, when chat's having fun. And sometimes I feel like I'm kind of dragging it out of myself a little bit, and I don't want that to be like the normal case. So I want to thank you guys for continuing watching. And just if you're watching this video later, I'm ignoring chat for right now. Forget what they say. If you're watching the video later, what are your viewing habits for this video? I want to know, how do you watch Yu-Gi-Oh? Like, do you watch it, like, do you see the upload on like Monday or Tuesday and you're like, yeah, I'm gonna watch this pretty much as soon as I can? Or is it one of those things where it's like you see it upload and you're, oh cool, and then like the next time you have like lunch or dinner or something, you throw this on in the background, or you throw it in the background when you're like playing video games or something? What are your viewing habits? I'm just curious, because like I said, it's weird how it's like there's like a weird disconnect between streaming and recording Yu-Gi-Oh that I don't quite understand. So let me know in the comments, what do you usually watch, or what are you usually doing when you're watching the Yu-Gi-Oh videos? How quickly do you watch the Yu-Gi-Oh videos? And yeah, that's mostly it. Also, I would be remiss if I didn't say, if you are enjoying the Yu-Gi-Oh videos, there is a way to let me know. And it also makes you 75% more attractive than people who don't. And that's hitting that like button. All right, enough. I'm done. I've talked too much. I gotta play a game. All right, let's catch up on chat. Hi, Nick. Hey, Aniac. What's going on? I didn't want spoilers. Well, that's what I mean. I don't blame people for not wanting to watch Final Fantasy VII if they're like dodging spoilers, because like I get it. But it's also like, it seems like people are dodging it because of spoilers, but also because they just aren't interested. Like the people who are interested aren't watching, and the people who aren't interested are also not watching. So it's this perfect mix of nobody showing up to the streams because it's either they don't care or they're actively avoiding it. So it's interesting. Hello, Knight, as well. Hello again, Damien. Umor Yugo. Nick, I love your birthday stream. Determination. It's so uplifting and encouraging. I'm glad. It's definitely something. I don't know if that's how I would describe it, but it's certainly something. Help, he's blaming us. Stipulation, I have a limited amount of donations. YouTube, we are nothing but bots. Hey, YouTube, you suck. Under, come on. Don't be rude. Under is the reason that YouTube is getting these videos. They should be thankful. Usually pop up in random videos for background noise. That's fair. Can't confirm, not interested, but was also busy. Mr. Howell, hey, how's it going? It's more of just like, I wanted to know the watching habits. Because like for me, when I watch YouTube videos, there are basically two versions I do. I'm either watching it while I'm eating, because I can't play video games while I eat because I'm not a monster. Or I'm watching it in the background. I'm like catching up on series and stuff like as I'm playing video games. So I just want to know how else other people are watching it. Are they treating it like a podcast? Like, are you actively watching, or is it just like you just listening to my soothing dulcets? They're the dulcet tones of my voice. I don't know. I just think it's fun. I like to know. We'll put Solemn Judgment down. I have a hate relationship with YouTube. Don't you mean love-hate relationship? Are you forgetting a word there? Under, I wasn't going to bring this up, but I do kind of want to accuse you of something, and I want to see if it's true. Under, do you click on videos when they're uploaded, comment, and then not watch the video? Sometimes you respond a little too quickly when I upload a video, where I'm like, that wasn't enough time to watch the video. And also, he didn't really reference anything in the video. I think Under might have just commented without watching. it is kind of easy to tell when people do that. Like, just to throw it out there. Usually if it's a series, I wait for a bunch of videos and binge watch. Fair. I'm not really like that. I try to stay current with my series and stuff like that, but I get it. Comment and then watch so you know I saw the video. Be honest, sometimes I watch at 1.5 to 2 times speed, so I can't do that. For people, like, there have been multiple times where I've been like way behind on people I'm watching, and it would have made sense for me to do that, and I can't. Because I get too used to their like sped up voices, and then I like will watch like something unsped up and be like, ugh. I will say I've honestly seen 0 of these YouTube videos. Well, there you go. Like all Pokemon Emerald Horizons, I watched fast speed. Oof. I try so hard not to take that personally, because I know some people just like, they watch a lot of YouTube, so they got to watch it on 2 times or 1.5 speed to keep things interesting. But I just like, it's hard to not internalize that as, do I speak too slowly? Like, I know what you mean. Or do I meander too much? Is the meandering the good part? Like, what am I doing here? Oh, the Yu-Gi-Oh videos. Well, there you go. Oh, that's right. There's Spear Dragon in this game. Sorry, I'm trying to go a little bit slower while I try to remember how to play Yu-Gi-Oh. So, bear with me a moment. Which I think is the excuse I used last time. So I don't feel particularly good about it. They're just not clicking on me. I'm sorry, Dad. Hey, that's totally fine. Might I add, nobody's required to watch every video except Damien, but that's because I own his soul. But you know, knowing what people like and what people don't like is kind of what makes the channel run. But the balancing act that I play is that I try to do a little bit of everything for everyone. Basically, put your cards in a lane and try to get more points in the lane than the other opponent. Some kind of like royalty diffusion, I see. When I watch a video, I get a single grain of rice. Yeah, Damien tried to do that age-old folktale where he's like, just pay me 1 grain of rice but double it every day, but he forgot to add the doubling part. So I just pay Damien 1 grain of rice for every video he watches. He really messed up on it, to be honest. He could have had a much better deal. How is everyone today, by the way? We all doing good? We all having a good time? Rocking and rolling? Hey, what the fuck was that? Hold on. How did they do Harpy's Feather Duster? But I didn't get a chance to activate my trap card that prevents Harpy's Feather Duster. What do you mean? I had Solemn Judgment on the field. What? How? That's cheating. Yeah, what? That should have triggered. That's wild. Oh. You're right, it's me. I forgot. I have Jinzo. Hey guys, first time playing Yu-Gi-Oh! I hope it's fun. I hope I enjoy this series. We are dumb Beyblade whores? Well, I suppose there's that. I don't know what that has to do with Blue Eyes, but... yeah, that is a comment that went live during that video. I'd prefer it if we didn't repeat it so it went into other videos, Chaz. If we could... Chaz, this is only for 5 seconds, just to remove your messages. You'll be right back. Or 10 seconds, sorry. Come on, guys. Come on. With YouTube? Are we really going to try and test YouTube? YouTube is known to hurt videos for less. Come on, guys. We got to be smart about this. I have a lot of gaming to do, and I'm going to be so sad. What are you going to be sad for? You're not in timeout. You're fine. It was only 10 seconds. Yeah, I constantly forget about Jinzo. I missed the greatest live stream of all time. You did not miss the greatest live stream of all time. So what Chaz is referring to is I streamed Beyblade for 3 hours. Just to catch up to people who are just watching the Yu-Gi-Oh videos. I streamed the Beyblade PS1 game for 3 hours. I did not enjoy it. I knew I wasn't going to enjoy it. But the worst thing is I let chat pick the game I was going to stream, and I was like... And I was just like, oh, maybe I'll pick something I've been playing recently. Like, nothing's really jumping out at me today. And it was all like, it was mostly meme answers, or like everyone had one suggestion and one upvote. So like there was no like consensus other than the Beyblade stream. And I was already in a really bad mood that day, like a really, really bad mood. I should not have streamed. I was not well. I was just, I can't even describe it. It was like I didn't like, nothing happened to me to like cause me to be in a bad mood, like nothing like that. It was just, I just, like after a couple hours, like I woke up fine, had a normal morning. After a couple hours, by the afternoon, I was like, I'm in a pissed off mood. I don't know why. And like it was too late to call off the stream because A, I'd already asked them to vote for what I play today, and B, it was on the schedule, and I'm just like, there's too much against me here. So I went with it, and I was in such a bad mood. I wanted to get back at chat. So I just looped the PlayStation opening screen for 20 minutes. Then we looped the Beyblade opening theme for about 30 minutes. We just kept re-going. We just kept playing again. She's like, can we one more time? And it was fun. I think it was funny too. But also, the Beyblade opening in the PS1 game is literally the exact same opening as in the show, which is heavily copyrighted because it's literally just a rip of the show. So I couldn't upload it because I'd played the opening so much. So I was like, okay, how do I salvage the stream? But also, like, I didn't really want to cut around it because, like, you'd lose the context if I, like, cut too much. You'd be like, why is he doing this? And also, like, more importantly, I was just in such, like I said, I was in a foul mood. So, like, I didn't want to cut around it because it just shows me being pissed off and, like, being, like, kind of pissy. And I'm like, I don't want to show myself like that. I don't want to actively be like, hey guys, look how I'm acting today. So, I was going to leave the video up regardless, but because it was copyrighted, I was kind of like, it was kind of like a mixed blessing. I was like, all right, well, that could be worse, I guess. But then I was like, I still want to do something with it. I just don't know what. But then I had like a stroke of genius. I was just like, or I was like, brain blast. And I was like, why don't I do it so I make it faster every time I reset? And I did that. And I think it was a very funny bit. But then, so Camtasia, the or the editing software I use, doesn't can keep the audio of sped up audio past a certain point. Like if you speed it up too much, it just like automatically mutes the audio. So what happened was that I needed to fill the space because it was just gonna be dead air. So I played one of my favorites, and this is genuinely true, probably my favorite classical music piece, which is funny because the composer himself fucking hates it, In the Hall of the Mountain King. And I played it once, and I realized I still had to fill like 3 more minutes, and I was like, okay, I could just play the song again, or I could also speed up In the Hall of the Mountain King to go along with this bit. And that led to some mixed results. To me, it led to, like, just listening to In the Hall of the Mountain King, not quite finishing and just slowly getting faster and faster and faster and faster and looping. It raised my heart rate when I was watching it back. It was just like, I feel so anxious just watching this. Which I think is funny. But, yeah, I think it came out to be a good video. I think I did a decent job with it. It got kind of meta in the middle. I don't know if you guys caught that. It's not by Sava, unless that's his first name. Isn't it by Grieg? Beyblade is boring outside the anime? Oof. Can't say that around these parts. We got some real big Bay heads in chat. You gotta be careful. Actually, I don't want to do that. I can probably win if I just play 2 names. Let's see. Straight up missing some of the best streams. No member, I'm the worst member of all time. That's not true. There are worse members. For instance, John Barnett. It was a wild time, though. Just one of those days. Glad you're a bit better now. Thanks, man. I do feel better. I don't know. I think 40 days of streaming may have happened before then. True. Oh, this is the pack. Yeah, this is the pack with Spear Dragon. I should keep trying. See if I can get another one. Because it's real good. Spear Dragon is a card I use a lot in this, like, era of Yu-Gi-Oh! Like, I use it in the Tag Force games. I use it here. Also, it doesn't seem like they want to give it to me, so I'm just going to continue past. Also nice repping Pokemon's best team today. Who? Oh, me? Yeah, the rocket shirt. I was like, what is he talking about? I need to be around more of the streams are lit. Streams are pretty cool. I don't know, we have dumb Beyblade. I don't know what that means. Slightly narcissistically, I love the Beyblade vid, but it was sad it didn't end up with Damien's here. Bye. Yeah, that was one bit that did have to get cut from the stream, just for the sake of the video. So we beat the game, as far as I know, because we beat the tournament mode, which was also really difficult, so I had to rewind to cheese it. But we ended up beating that, and Damien ended up showing up as I was like playing the theme song one more time. I was gonna end the stream anyway, but he showed up and he was like, "I made it," and I was like, "Oh, Damien's here. Stream's over," and they just immediately cut the stream, which I thought was a good bit. Well, I got a shitload of work to do today, so peace, see y'all for tomorrow's stream. I'm not streaming tomorrow. You gotta check that schedule. I'm off on Tuesday. But I'll see you later, Under. Have a good day at work. Hope it's not too bad. I think I'm good here. Well, the video started off with Under being banished immediately. Damien also commented on that. It was kind of Under likes to play. Under likes to poke the bear sometimes. And some days I'm kind of like, oh, you. And some days I'm like, get the fuck out of here. And that was very much a get the fuck out of here kind of day. So, not to Under's fault at all, but I was just, I wasn't ready. I wasn't in it. Yeah, Under fucked around and found out. I was gonna say, speaking of being off, by the way, so I gotta bring this up to you guys, chat. I think I may be experiencing burnout. Now, there are a few signs here and there. Something about working 2 jobs with no vacation might be getting to me. I don't know if we have like one video as an example that we can point to, like say some kind of stream where I was just in a bad mood and punish chat for it. Unfortunately, we don't have an example like that. But that doesn't sound real in 2024 capitalism. Yeah, sorry. Very, very presumptuous of me to say that. But I worry I may be burning out. And as fun as this gimmick is, and will continue to be because it's not stopping. There is the matter of like, at the end of the day, I make content, and if my content gets bad because I'm not being a good streamer or not being a good YouTuber, I think that outweighs the gimmick from like a macro perspective. I think it gets to a certain point where it's like, if I'm just silently playing the game because I'm too burnt out to speak, then it, you know, maybe a day off would benefit me. So with that in mind, I took next week off from work because it turns out I haven't had a real vacation since Thanksgiving because I ruined my winter vacation with the birthday streams. Not ruined. I had a great time, but it was a lot of work. So I'm gonna I took next week off from work, and I'm here cordially asking my wardens, if you will, if you guys would be fine with me taking Monday through Friday next week off. I'll still stream on the weekends, but Monday through Friday, I think I'm gonna take off. I should warn you that I brought this up to my girlfriend first, and I said, yeah, let me ask the wardens if I can take it off. And then she did respond with, they better. I'm like, okay, that was a reaction I wasn't really expecting, but no, acceptable. Maz, you have to fight my girlfriend now. I don't admire your chances. So that's I think next week I think I'm gonna stream Saturday and Sunday, or I think I'm still gonna take Saturday off, I think, but I'm gonna stream Sunday. We'll have a big long one, so you guys get a big long one to hold you over for a while, and I'll come back that Saturday. $5 a girlfriend. I think she's a bit tougher. So that's currently my plan. Now I say ask the wardens as a joke, but let me rephrase it differently. I'm taking next week off, guys. I thought I would alert you. I thought I'd let you guys know, out of the kindness of my heart. And you know what? You know why I feel like I can do that? Because there's no way in hell any of you have watched every single stream and every single video that I've done in the last like 3 months. It's just not possible. There's like, you don't have enough time. So I feel pretty confident that you guys can catch up on the backlog in the 5 days that I take off. I know you haven't, Mus. I know you have. You only watch Pokemon Stadium. Even then, you were here live. That doesn't count. Oh, I have trust me. I'm gonna need some receipts here. I'm gonna need you to post a picture of your watch history from YouTube. I've been hoodwinked. But yeah, I think I need a genuine vacation so I can come back more emboldened, more crazy than ever. Also, because when I take time off, I tend to have good ideas about stuff to stream. Like the Beyblade stream that happened, or the Beyblade stream like video that I made, that happened because I had a shower thought on a Sunday that I took off. Like, so, you know, that's how you get better videos and better streams, because I actually have time to like settle and be like, you know what I could do? So, posted proof in Discord. Okay, let's see this in a moment. Can I get a better card, please? It's fine. Give me a chance to rebuild. That is my fear, is that by taking some time off, it does just let the timer just kind of sit there and not go down, which could be bad. Oh, one thing I wanted to say. I'm done. Let's just do that. One thing I did want to say, because Moz touched upon it earlier. Moz was saying how when I asked how he was doing today, he said he's mourning the death of emulation. Yeah, that's crazy. So for those who don't know, welcome to the know. No, for those who don't know, so Yuzu, which is the first Switch emulator, I think, and the same people who also emulate Citra, which is a 3DS emulator, they got dinged by Nintendo hard. I believe it was because their Patreon was getting a little fast and loose with what they charged for, and was kind of facilitating piracy, is kind of what I'm hearing, which you shouldn't do. I don't think you should pirate any games. Piracy is bad, and that's my official stance. So Citra was pulled, and Yuzu were pulled, which means there's currently, I mean, I think Citra's safe. That's true. They also had to pay $2.4 million, and I also agree, they got off easy. Nintendo could have absolutely just like crushed their balls, but they didn't. And also for Switch emulation, Ryujinx still exists, so it's not like a total loss, but Citra is the only 3DS emulator, so it sounds like Citra will no longer be supported. Like, I think the current version, it's probably distributed enough, like enough people probably have it, that I don't think it's going to go away anywhere, if that makes sense. But that's definitely a big blow. I wanted to bring that up because 3DS emulation already sucks. I hate emulating 3DS and DS, so I don't know. Nintendo lawyers are Disney tier lawyers. They could have had them kill everyone too. Honestly, yes. They have a lot of power. Their Patreon grew by 10 times during Tears of the Kingdom launch, coincidentally. Oh, yeah, that'll do it. That'll do it. That is a bummer, though. I don't ever like hearing stuff like that go away, but also, like, of course it was going to go away. They were playing a little too fast and loose. Icarus flew a little too close to the sun there. But, Tears of the Kingdom launch was, I think, officially stated in the court docs. Oof. Oof. I think, I was reading some comments about this, which is, you know, the most trustworthy place to get my information is Reddit comments. But I think someone was saying that people kind of got a little too breezy with Switch emulation. Like, people were just talking about games running on emulators before they even released on Switch, like Mario vs. Donkey Kong and stuff like that. And, yeah, that'll do it. The more attention people call to it, the, like, harder it gets. And I think people were not taking the proper, how do I put this? We're not taking the proper precautions when discussing emulation. And I think that that drew a lot more attention to it than Nintendo was ready for. But also, and I'll say this, I'm going to victim blame here. You know, hey Nintendo, have you considered making a console that can run a game at 60 FPS? Have you thought about that, maybe? Have you considered maybe, I don't know, keeping up with market trends? Like, the reason that Switch emulation is so popular isn't because it's free, it's because it genuinely runs better. Like, it's also probably because it's free. Free if you don't mind breaking the law, which people should mind. User Patreon of this morning was 29k per month, by the way. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. They were ready. They got too big. That's fair. That makes sense. That leaking early and blowing up on emulation has very much shot them. It's funny because that's not even really Yuzu's fault. It just drew way too much of a spotlight on them. I believe Ryujinx is safe for now because Ryujinx is like playing the rules a little bit more, where they're very anti-piracy and they're very open about what is legal and what isn't. So I think Ryujinx is not going anywhere immediately. But that being said, boy, do they have a bigger microscope on them with Yuzu gone. So I think I'd probably count my days on that one as well. So that's kind of annoying, but also like not for nothing. Emulating a current console is fucking wild. Like, you know, I think the Switch is the first. I mean, I think DS probably had this too. Yeah, DS had like homebrew and stuff, but like Nintendo is really the only people that this happens to. Like, I think that behind the 3DS and the Switch, I think the most recent console to be emulated is like the PS3. So like, you know, we gamers had it pretty good for a while. So if anything happens, it's kind of, you know, it was overdue. I think it was a Kotaku article that was advocating to pirate Metroid Dread on launch day. So yeah, maybe keep those things on the download. Yeah, exactly. You can't do shit like that. Emulating current gen is just very, very spooky. If you get dinged with emulating current gen, like, I'm sorry, like if you are someone who's making an emulator for a current gen console, boy, that's a lot of bravery. Like, it's like you're like asking them to sue you. Like, there's definitely some, ooh, Nightmare Wheel, I'll keep that. There's definitely some protections in place against that stuff, because technically, and I want you guys to know this, emulation is legal. Piracy is illegal. Like, playing a game that you own on a different console, or on your PC with an emulator, is legal. Downloading that game illegally, not legal. Hence the name illegally. Like, it's pretty obvious they don't give a fuck about GBA emulation, literally, who cares? That's what I mean, where it's like, there's enough, like, with older systems and stuff like that, there's enough leeway where you can kind of get away with it. Like, I don't think Sony is going to crack down on anyone emulating a PS2 game. I don't think they care. And that's kind of nice. But, like, I think Sony would probably care if you tried to emulate a PS4 game. Since they're still being actively sold. Last time there was something like this was with going down on the PS3 emulators, PS Persona 5. Oh, that makes sense too. I could see that. I forgot Persona 5 was like one of the last games to get launched on the PS3. I think it might be like the last major game to be launched on the PS3. So yeah, that's gaming news today. For more gaming news, more tips, tricks, and more, subscribe to Rathers. Don't do that. You come here for the old games. That's it. Don't come to me for gaming news. I don't want to do it. I don't want to do gaming news. That sounds like the most toxic possible field you could take in, like, video games journalism. This guy calling weeb games major games. Yeah. To be fair, I was thinking about this again, and I want to talk about it again. What the fuck was Sega thinking? Releasing Persona 3 Reload 2 weeks after Like a Dragon Infinite Wealth. Like, what are they doing? That's so stupid. Like, just actively cutting into their own profits. Like, I don't understand, like, how nobody caught that. Like, from a I work at a game studio standpoint, like, there are shared teams among the studio. Like, you don't just work on one game. If you're like a shared service, like customer service, community, QA, marketing, stuff like that, they had to pull fucking overtime and work. There must have been people who had to work on both games. Like, there has to be. So, like, why would they do that? Why are they stressing people out when they could easily just kick Persona, like, a couple months down the line once Rebirth is out? Like, once Rebirth is, like, settled. It just seems so stupid. Sega in general is stupid release dates. It's baffling. Like, what would make them think to do that? Also, how many games does Sega, like, have in the pipeline? Because that would make sense if you, like, had, like, a release every, like once every, like, 2 months or something. You needed to get these out, but there's no reason for the urgency. Like, Summoner coming out basically the same week as 2D Mario, you must be insane. Yeah. I don't know. It's just, like, there are funny instances of this, like Horizon Zero Dawn coming out a week before Breath of the Wild. Hilarious. Horizon Forbidden West coming out a week before Elden Ring. Hilarious. Like, the fact that they messed up both of their releases twice, amazing. I love it. But Sega doesn't have that, like, luxury. Like, they just, like, come on, man. It's your own game. That would be like releasing Horizon Zero Dawn and then 2 weeks later releasing, like, Spider-Man. Like, Sony's not doing that. Like, it's just so, I don't know. Is Sega okay? I guess that's what I'm asking. Can't wait for Horizon 3. Whenever Horizon 3 releases, the week after, we'll have the greatest game of all time. It's gonna be great. Okay. I don't think I have enough to win here, unfortunately. I needed Jirai Guma to take more of my life points. Oh, it wasn't Jirai Guma, it was Dark Elf, that's why. I might be able to do this, actually. Oh, you guys ready for a big brain play? You ready for me to actually play Yu-Gi-Oh well? Alright, we're gonna put Megamorph. Oh, wait, no. Wait, no, this doesn't work. This doesn't work. My math is off. Never mind. I caught it. It's fine. I was... in my head, I was like, okay, I'll attack with Dark Elf. That'll lower my life points to 5,000, which is 100 less than them. And then I'll have a double attack with Summon Skull. But that doesn't work because I'm also dealing direct damage. So, whoops. Horizon 3, 2 days before FF7 Part 3. Oh, that'd be great. Here's hoping. Speaking of Rebirth, I won't spoil anything because I'm not a monster. But I will say, game's great so far. Like, I think Remake does well with what it can, but also Midgar sucks. Like, Final Fantasy VII, the whole Midgar section is awful. I'll say it. In OG7, it's 8 hours of tutorial that sucks. And then in this one, or in Remake, it's just the same, like, I don't know. There's a very similar, like, design palette. It brings me back to, like, the 360 days, where it's like everything is gray, green, or gunmetal gray. Like, it just seems so weird. But then this game is vibrant and colorful, and there's characters, and there's side quests, and it's big open world, and there's a lot. The combat feels better. Oh my god, it's so good. Very good. I can't wait to play it after this. Yeah, like I liked Remake enough, but I'm like, I'm vibing with this way more than Remake. To be honest, and this is gonna shock some of you if you've been following the channel for a while, I think I like Rebirth more than I like a Dragon Infinite Wealth. Like, I love the Yakuza series, and I love Like a Dragon. I think I had a couple issues with the... I think I had a couple issues with the story of Like a Dragon Infinite Wealth. Like, the game is great. Like, Infinite Wealth is still a very, very, very good game. Like, easily top 3. It just didn't really deliver in a couple ways that I wanted it to deliver, if that makes sense. So, that's my main point with it. And Rebirth could be the same. I haven't beaten the game. But, yeah, it's been good so far. I'm having a lot of fun with it. Still catching up to you in Rebirth. I'm up to Chapter 4 now. Nice! Mr. Hall, if you're not in the Discord, we have a special tab for the Final Fantasy VII. We're just talking about the game as we progress, like if we have like a reaction to something. And it's all spoiler tagged too, so you can basically kind of keep up with at your own pace. Yakuza having a whack plot could be true. Not quite. Well, it's weird because the last 2 Yakuza games have been phenomenal. Like a Dragon, like 7, so like Yakuza 7, Like a Dragon, was really good and had a really, really good plot. I enjoyed it a lot. And then Like a Dragon Gaiden, the man who erased his name, also had a really good plot that I really enjoyed. And then Infinite Wealth, I was like, this is fine, but like, it didn't really hit as hard as the other 2 did. I'm trying to get Zombrai the Dark, since he's on the cover here, but I guess I'll take Destiny Board, whatever. So, I don't know. I'm just hoping for more. Okay, so now we have to fight Joey, which means I have to remove Jinzo from my deck, which is annoying. I don't know why they do it this way. Oh, you can switch between your decks? That's cool. What do I want to do here? Let's see. Sort. How do you... There we go. I need to find Harpy's Feather Duster and put it back in. Because I think I took that out so I could fight Mai. I could put Barrel Dragon back in since I beat Bandit Keith, but I don't care. He's fine. Barrel Dragon's a fun card to use, and I like using it, but it is a 2-sacrifice monster, and that's not as easy to use as it once was. Those are a little bit tough for me to get out with my current deck. Where is this card? Oh, there it is. I think I have to... What do I do here? Is it... No? It's... There we go. Am I taking out Jinzo? Jinzo sucks to take out. I'd prefer if I could have kept him in, but whatever. Got a piece out of Fun Book. See you, Nick. These are the Jinzo you can't cuck yourself again? Okay, relax. Alright, listen. I didn't cuck myself. I purposely made it harder so that my inevitable triumph would be all the more satisfactory. Hey, how about fuck you? I'm kidding. Also, I forgot to keep up with my little journal here. The last time someone has donated, Under did $200 and Sarv did $31 on day 35, so 10 days ago in the stream. And then during the Beyblade stream, Austin donated $6.90. And that's it. Alright, Trap Hole. Alright, Guma, Summon Skull, Tremendous Fire, we'll do Tremendous Fire. You guys journaling? Was he a 9-year-old girl? Yeah. And like most 9-year-old girls, my beard is longer than my actual hair. Viniac is going to be here. I'm going to announce my survival. Alright, there we go. Welcome, Jim. This is a Beyblade journal. It is I've shown this off before. I'm going to take some of you guys back here. It's one of these bad Larrys. You guys remember these? You guys remember high school and junior high and elementary school? You guys remember these? I don't know. It's just comforting to use it. It just feels right. Why did the viewership go down when I shut up my college rule thing? Are you guys scared of notebooks? It's fine. They can't hurt you anymore. You don't have to go back to high school, I promise. Also, I'm getting a little chilly in here. Oh boy. Oh, Joseph. Is this how we're going to play? Is this the kind of gameplay I can look forward to? Oh, Joseph. Hey. Roll again. Roll one more time. Clean out my old room. I had to throw out all my college notebooks. Yeah, so that's determined no matter what. That's fun. I have a couple of them saved because I have my college ones. Like the ones I genuinely, I used to use in college courses because, like, you know, at one point I was a college-educated man. I mean, I guess I technically am still. But, he's just better than you, I think. Oh, that must be it. But, there are some, like, notes and, like, course and stuff I covered where I'm like, this might actually be good information, so I'll hold on to it for a while. I haven't looked at it once, but maybe one day. That'll be funny when I like go back and look at them in like 10, 15, 20 years, and I'll be like, what the fuck was I doing? What was I doing with my life? I was talking about, oh, cool. Thanks, Joey. We're having a great start here. Joey is showing that he's already going to be a fun duelist to fight. Pegasus was really annoying. Bandit Keith wasn't too bad at all. Neither was Mai. And now Joey is like, hey, remember when some of us can actually duel? Bah, 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 bah. Hey, you can't play that. That's my card. You cut that out. Chat, what do you guys like better, purple or blue? Where do we stand in this chat room? Weevil seemed fun. Dude, Weevil. I forgot how bad Weevil was. Alright. Purple. I do like purple. You know what? I'm gonna level with you. I was paying attention to chat. I forgot he's still a time wizard. I thought that was a spear dragon. You know what, dude? You can just attack me. It's fine. I don't care. It's 500 life points. Whatever, dude. Yeah, no, my kids still have computer science stuff, but barely legible because my handwriting sucks. Better off just Googling those things if I need it. My handwriting is also very bad. Laughably bad. I'm a lefty, which is usually really good. Like, I like being a lefty. My handwriting is atrocious because I never bothered to, like, actually learn how to do it. So it's really bad. I can make it out, and if I, like, slow down a little bit, other people can make it out, but, you know, time's too fast. Alright, I asked if you guys like purple or blue, and one person answered purple, so that is a deciding factor. You guys could have had a blue sweatshirt. It's too late, Moss. It's too late. You had your chance. You could have had this, chat. You could have had this. No, that's fine. I don't even know if this is the one I want to wear. Actually, I think neither. Hold on. I changed my mind. We blew it. Great pun. Excellent. The forbidden third choice. Yes. Do you guys know what game this is a reference to? You can't really see it. Maybe got rusted. Yeah. my faded sweatshirt where I ripped the sleeves off. If you guys can name where the sweatshirt is from, nothing will happen, but it'll be a fun moment we'll all share together. All right. Sometimes the like music in this game sounds like Charlie Brown themes, and I can't really describe why. I got nothing. Hold on, I'll give you guys another hint. After I attack. Hold on. I said after I attack. What are we doing? I'll do it on Joseph's turn. Also, I find it so funny to call him Joseph. Like, it's so demeaning for some reason. Good card for your deck is Spell Economics. We don't study economics here. Oh, Zombraya. An actual superhero who existed. You guys know that Zombraya existed before his card did? Like, there was a character who dressed up as Zombraya the Dark before Zombraya the Dark existed in Yu-Gi-Oh! That's fun. Yeah, I don't know, guys. I wish I could give you another hint at what game this sweatshirt's from, but I'm all tapped out. You just take my dragon back? That feels rude. It's not fit my head. I think it's on the lowest setting too. Oh no, it's not. Why didn't I make it so it fit? Yeah, like you, Nick, I should really go bald. Well, great news. This is just natural at this point. I haven't shaved in a while. So. My sides are growing out, which you can't really notice when I'm wearing a hat. That's not why I wear a hat. It's actually the opposite. I'm bald because I wear hats. I think. That's the leading cause. Or that's my leading theory, I should say. I've been wearing a baseball cap like this my entire life, just because my uncle used to do it when I looked up to him, and I was like, oh cool, I want that to be my thing too. And then like eventually it had nothing to do with him. I was just like, oh, I just wear hats. Balding like crazy. That's just a theory, a follicle theory. It's yeah, I don't know. I think I have enough facial hair where I can pull off being bald, so I don't really mind it. Plus, I get to make bald jokes, which are, you know, as we all know, bald people are a protected class. Only I can make fun of bald people. You guys can't make fun of bald people, which is obviously not true. Give me a spear dragon. Give me a spear dragon or a burn card. No. I'll take blast sphere as well if you got that in this pack. This feels like a pack that would have blast sphere. This is my favorite part of this game. I will say, this is where I really like Tag Force, where you can just buy a bunch of packs at once. I don't really see the need to rewind when I'm getting like 20 packs plus at a time. When it's one at a time, I kind of want to make it matter. And the game is fighting me on it. I can't imagine trying to play this game the normal way. Like, just hoping you get lucky and get the right cards you need. Like, how is that? That's so much RNG. I'm already trying to, like, beat everyone as much as I can. Like, I'm doing enough RNG. I don't need to add to it. I think I'm fine. You know what, man? Whatever. I reset enough. Chat, here's a new one I've never asked you guys. What's everybody's natural hair color? You guys got black hair, you got brown hair, you got some blondes. What are we all rocking? We got some red. Post the top of my head. You know what? I might wait till after the stream to look at that one. My hair, my like actual hair is brown, and then my beard has like red auburn hints, which is very confusing. It used to bother me because like I was like, why is my hair not the same color as my beard? And now it bothers me because people just assume I'm a redhead, like because of my beard. They just assume that when I had hair it was red. I'm like, no, gross. I'm kidding. Blonde. What's left is brown. Black. Just again purple. Ooh, purple. That's fun. Where's brother? Sword, I can beat him. Blonde with a red beard. My brother's like that. My brother's got the same beard tones as I do, but he's also blonde. Black hair with some ginger brown in my beard and a little gray now. Yeah, I will say that. My beard has always been multiple colors. Close to the middle, it's more black. Like there's some black ones here and there. I've got blonde ones hidden throughout. I've got a couple red ones, a couple brown. More recently, some gray. I can start to see the gray on the sides here. I think I'm probably going to have a gray, a spotty kind of salt and pepper gray beard. Probably within the next year or 2 years, I think is when the gray will start catching up. If my current trajectory is right. I have everything in my beard, same. I'm glad that it made me feel better when I learned that was more commonplace than I thought. At first I thought it was just me, but I'm like, no, it turns out a lot of dudes have multicolor. Wrath of Gray Beard, yeah. I'll be alright. Maybe it's brown with like a red to blonde fire like look. Red is more common in beards than you think. It helped when I found out. I think I saw like the most random, like insanely specific article. It was something like, here are Massachusetts actors from Massachusetts who have like multiple colored beards, and I was like, is there enough of a market for this? Like, are you sure? Like what? And it was, it was like John Krasinski, I think like Ben Affleck or Matt Damon, one of them. We had a lot of actors. We have a lot of like normal looking dude actors from Massachusetts, which I think is great. I don't know why. Something about the Boston area, the Massachusetts state, leads people to leave and go pursue other things. Like who else from Massachusetts? We got I think Mike Birbiglia might be. Is Mike Birbiglia from Massachusetts? I think he is. Or he might be. He might have. I don't know. He might be from like New England. John Cena is. John Krasinski, Matt Damon, Ben Affleck are the ones everyone knows. There's a couple other ones I always forget about, but there is a surprising amount. Polymerization in this economy? Oh no. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. That does present a problem. On turn 2, Joseph? On turn 2, and you equipped him with United We Stand. What a god tier hand Joey just had. Are you for real right now? Well, the good news is I can actually deal with it for once. I can finally use Mask of the Accursed correctly. I was watching stream and not a VOD for like the last 20 minutes. Happens to the best of us. Yeah, I get to play Mask of the Accursed. I wonder if he'll get rid of it. So Mask of the Accursed makes it so the monster can't attack or change its battle position, and every turn they take, I think, 500? Yeah, they take 500 life point damage per every one of my standby phases, I think. Borrow the heart of the cards, by the way. Smiley face in the hand. Oh my god. It took me so long to realize that they didn't actually have a smiley face on their hand. It was the kanji for friendship in the Japanese version. So they had a Japanese kanji, and instead of explaining that away, they were like, what if we drew a smiley face? I'm like, poor kids. For real? Can we not, though? Boy. Did he just do Time Wizard with Beast Skull Dragon on the field? That is the boldest of bold plays. The cool thing about Time Wizard is that it's a 50-50, but when the AI uses it, it's like a fucking 80-20. It's really neat. I like that they do it that way. Why that image was in GIFs and photos? Alright, I guess I can check it. I got some time. Bam, bam, bam. Maz, I finally just saw your watch history. Why do you have watch history turned off? I use it all the time because sometimes I'll only watch a video for like a minute and then it'll show as like watched. It'll be hard to find later. Wow, Joseph is really going pretty hard here. I don't remember. Just turn it back on. Alright, well. I'm going to black hole here because he's got 2 monsters. And I need him to have 0 monsters. I also need to draw another card. Pokemon Yu-Gi-Oh! When it comes to accuracy checks? Yeah, for real. That is true. There is Monster Rancher. Which is, how do I do the best? I'm going to give my best Monster Rancher approach. Hold on. What's that? It missed. Oh, you attacked again. It missed again. I told you it missed. You know what? Your opponent hits you 4 times in a row. Okay, how about that? Do you like that? That one hit, sure. A miss. 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 Is this battle over yet? Miss. My friend wrote that book. I still have to finish reading it. Monster Rancher 3 has been real mean. So I looked... I don't think I updated you guys yet. I did look up more stuff on that online. And you know what the consensus was about what to do about accuracy checks in that game? It was to save state before you do the adventure stuff, and then if you get a bad like option, just reload the save and then don't pick it again. And then in battle, save state before the battle. If it doesn't go your way, just reload the save state. I'm like, okay, so nothing within the confines of the game. It's just like, okay, how do I get past this game mechanic of they're not working? Oh, just cheese it. Like, oh, okay. That's really good game design. I'm glad it's like that. Apparently, and I think I kind of knew this, it's really difficult to begin in Monster Rancher. Like, the opening is pretty tough as you're like slow, because your monster is more likely to fail training in the beginning, and also like you don't have that many training facilities available in the beginning, so it's just easy to it's pretty easy for it to get really difficult and kind of out of hand. I like how Joey like unironically has a pretty solid deck here. He's got Goblin Attack Force, Spear Dragon. He has a good Spell and Trap card stuff. I'm actually surprised. I've been kind of cakewalking through the last couple duelists. I forgot that some of them can be actually pretty difficult. Who to grab here? I think I'll grab... oh, is Spear Dragon not here? I just realized. Oh yeah, here he is. I'll grab my own Spear Dragon. Probably should have had something that might stand up a little longer, but I'm kind of just waiting for Joey to deck out because he only has like one card in his hand, and I think it's kind of insane that he keeps drawing good cards. So I just need him to have one bad draw, and then I can probably do pretty okay. But yeah, I think it's very funny that Monster Rancher 3 is like, the strat is, I'll just reload the save. I'm like, oh, okay. Cool. How did people in the PS2 do it? Oh, neat. I'm happy for him. Chad, I want you guys to be so proud of me. I folded my laundry today. I don't think I've folded my laundry in years. I just always just like throw it directly in the dresser, or on like a table or something. I actually folded it. Hell yeah, good job. Thank you. This is the positive affirmation we all need. Chat, when's the last time you folded your laundry? Huh? What? Not on a chair? Who would just leave clothes on a chair where you can't... Who would just leave clothes on a chair instead of putting it away? That's crazy. Who would do that? Not me. No siree. I'm better organized than that. 3 months ago? Fair. Okay. Laundry chair is too strong. I'm glad to know everyone falls back on the laundry chair. Laundry chair is pretty OP. Do you guys do the thing where to sort your laundry, you put it on your bed? Because you're like, surely if I put it on my bed, then I can't go to sleep and I'll have to do it before I go to bed. And then it's like 2 a.m. You get to your bed, you see all the clothes there, and you just go, ugh, just throw it on the floor. No, just me? Okay. Just wanted to check. Yesterday, actually? Ooh. Very diligent. I wonder why they didn't attack Spear Dragon. No, I pulled them over like mini blankets. I couldn't do that. I can't do that. I feel like clothes are very, very uncomfortable to sleep on. Or sleep next to. I do have a friend who did that. I have a friend who also used to do the bed laundry thing, and then she said she bought a big enough bed where now she just pushes the laundry to the side, and she just like, so she'll like sleep, and then the laundry will be like up against the wall. And I'm like, oh, okay. I guess that's also a strategy. Forsaking the ways of the laundry bed? That's fair. I try not to do it. I try to just fold my laundry as it comes, but... Or I guess after I do it, I should say. But can't always do it, I don't know. Sometimes I'm just like, it's been too long of a day. Sorry, laundry, not today. Now she has a clothes partner to sleep with? True. Can you give me another Spear Dragon, please? This game doesn't have passwords. I can't force one to materialize. Whatever. Well, we're at an hour, so that's going to be the end of part 12. Who do I put on the thumbnail for this one? I don't think I've used Jinzo for the thumbnail yet. For this series, at least. So maybe I'll do Jinzo. My other option is to do Spear Dragon. I think Spear Dragon's cooler because it's a little more obscure, but still kind of well known. Maybe Beast Skull Dragon because Joey used it. Maybe Mask of the Accursed. I don't know. But I'll see you guys later. But bye, YouTube. Hey, don't forget. Hey, YouTube. 2 things. 1, don't forget to like the video if you're still liking the stream, or if you're still liking the videos. That lets me know it's like, oh, I should keep recording more Yu-Gi-Oh because people like it. 2, tell me how you watch these videos. I need to know. Now, I could probably find it in the YouTube analytics somewhere, but it'll be like half like reliable, and I don't want to know that. Are you a dinner watcher? You eat it as you eat food? Are you just like throwing it on the background? How are we doing this? And if you're like, if this is on the background and you hear me ask this, I need you to pause the game, stop what you're doing, and then either find someone who wrote the comment that said put it on the background and give it up and just like that so I can see that, or write your own comment that says like, oh, I usually put it on the background. I need this information. It's vital to my brain. That's not true. It'd be cool if you did it though. All right, bye YouTube. Who were those guys? Do you guys know who that was? That's crazy. How would you card password game exclusive cards? You just don't. It's that easy. Do I want to do another one? I'm kind of tired today, but I do have tomorrow off from streaming. At least I have my real job tomorrow. Chat, tomorrow I have a organization-wide meeting from like 3 p.m. to 5:30 p.m. and then I have another one the next day, and I'm just like, I don't wanna. I either main watch you or have been side grounding you, where I stream it, have the stream on the left side and half of my screen, game on the right half. See, that's the good way to do it. I like watching streams when I game. It's fun. I don't think I've ever shown this, nor do I think I'm going to show it today, but I have one monitor here. You can't see because my hand goes past it, but one monitor on the left, and then one monitor here, and then my third monitor is on my desk in front of my couch, or not my desk, my coffee table in front of my couch. I just have it like so I can see it in the corner of my eye as I'm like gaming on my TV. Very fun setup. Do you recommend? We'll do another one, and then I'm probably gonna wrap up. Hey YouTube, we are back. It is literally 2 minutes after the last video, so you know, here we are. Let's get back to it. We got some more Joseph to beat, and he's being kind of a jerk. All right. Neo, Shining Abyss, Dark Elf, 2 names, Blue Eyes. That's the Accursed again. I'll play Shining Abyss in defense mode. Remember YouTube right before you die. That's my favorite saying from Van Wilder. Do you think, actually, Damien, do you think that the kids today know about Van Wilder? Do you think that that's maybe just like nobody knows who Van Wilder is anymore? Chat, how many of you, when I say Van Wilder, don't know what I'm talking about? It's fine if you don't. Like, I don't think it's like required viewing or anything. Not a clue? So it's part of a series that no longer exists to my knowledge, called National Lampoon, which famously did the vacation movies in like the 70s or 80s, whenever that was. But National Lampoon's Van Wilder starred a young Ryan Reynolds. You know, Deadpool. You guys like Ryan Reynolds, right? Where he was a kind of like he was effectively, his character was literally just coolest guy in college, where he knew everyone and he helped out everyone. I don't remember the plot much beyond that. I think he was finally after a girl or something like that. I don't remember. Its plot is semi-close to a different movie that came out around the same time called Slackers, which was also about kids in college. But it was a very quotable movie because Ryan Reynolds is a very, very enigmatic personality, as we've all come to know. But there was a good stretch in like the late 90s, early 2000s where Ryan Reynolds just kept playing like really quotable characters. Like he was around the same time he did Waiting. He did Just Friends. But it was a movie about college. Kind of, you know, a little bit more of a raunchy comedy is what they're called. But he has a very funny line, which is someone comes to him and is like, "Oh, I've got this like weird feeling down here," and he like basically lists out how he probably got it. Like he just guesses how the kid got it. And he's like, "Oh my god, that's exactly right." And he just like goes, "Here's some penicillin, do this," and he's like, "Oh, by the way," and he like pulls him aside and he goes, "Don't be a fool, wrap your tool." which is one of my favorite. That's my favorite way to tell somebody to wear a condom. Is don't be a fool, wrap your tool. Easily my favorite way to say that. It's so good. It's so stupid. It's so good. I'll play in defense mode. Joey's kind of got me on the ropes. He's got some high attack power monsters. He's a saving grace of Blade Trinity, which I always used to say he would do a fantastic Deadpool. I'm so glad that Ryan Reynolds also thought he would be a good Deadpool because he does make a good Deadpool. Only watched National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation, and that was ages ago. I will say, kind of paradoxically, I know of the vacation movies. I've never seen a single vacation movie. Even though Vacation, it's all I ever wanted. Vacation, have to get away, but I've never, that's not true. I've seen one vacation movie and it's Runaway Reptar. No. What was the Rugrats vacation movie? It was like a TV movie. I forget what it was. But they did do one where they were in like a camper, I think. It sounds right. I just don't remember it. Okay. But yeah, I've never seen the vacation movies. They're all like Chevy Chase before he became like an old racist, right? Back when I guess he was a young racist. Chevy Chase is someone who I do think can be funny, but I also think he's not the funniest guy in the room, which I think he thinks. How do you suppose Joey got summoned, Skull? He beat up Yugi. Even the comics Deadpool referenced Deadpool as Ryan Reynolds crossed the radioactive Sharpie. Yeah. That's good. Rugrats RV having fun. RV having fun yet? A play on Are We? That's great. Is that the name of the episode? I love it. Can we stop destroying my cards before I get a chance to play them, please? Hate that Chevy is the reason Donald left Community. I don't think that's true. Because Chevy Chase left Community before Donald Glover did. Chevy Chase left before Season 5, and Donald Glover left halfway through Season 5. I think Donald Glover quite literally left Community because he was too popular. Like his music was really taking off. He wanted to do other projects and stuff. I think that's why he left. He also kind of just thought that Community was like on its way out, which like I get at Season 5. Like Season 6 was I don't know if people remember this. When Community Season 6 originally came out, it was on Yahoo TV, which had one other show called like Powers or something that I never watched. So it was not a great place for the series to like thrive. So like Community was really like very low budget, so Donald Glover quite literally became too popular. Rugrats Gone Wild, Wild Thornberrys crossover. That is a different one. There's Rugrats the movie, which is where they introduced Dill. There's Rugrats in Paris, which is the second theatrical release. There's Rugrats Go Wild, which is I think the third and final theatrical release, where they have the crossover with Wild Thornberrys, where Spike, their dog, is voiced by Bruce Willis. And then there's You Can't Attack Me, I'm Not Scared of You. And then there's I think they had a couple TV specials, like they had Runaway Reptar. I know because it had a VHS disc or a VHS tape. I'm not going to explain what a VHS tape is to you, but it was an orange one. Nickelodeon used to do orange VHS tapes, which, as someone who had Nick in his name and liked the color orange at the time, was like, this is the best thing that's ever happened. Is kind of my general reaction to that. So that'll be all with Rugrats trivia for now. Not until you guys let me play the Rugrats in Paris game while inebriated, which is my true goal. We never hit it in the anniversary though, so I legally can't play it. What the hell is Yahoo TV? Yahoo briefly tried to become a streaming service and failed very badly. I think the show they had like the other show they had like Tom Hanks in it, I think. It still failed. I wonder what, it probably wants me to activate Royal Decree. Welcome to the old video. The old video. Oh, because he sacrificed it. I see. Unfortunate. Is Yahoo even still a thing? I don't know. I don't really keep up with Yahoo. Probably, right? I would assume so. I think Yahoo's probably still pretty big. If I remember correctly, Google tried to buy Yahoo, or it might have been Yahoo tried to buy Google, maybe like a decade or two ago, and it was like the last time that the government was like, hold on, one giant company can't just buy another giant company. That's bad for business. I think that was the last time they said that. So I think they're still kicking. Wouldn't that be crazy? Can you imagine if they did that today? They're like, you can't just buy that. That would be bad for business. I had Yahoo email back when Facebook started. I also had a Yahoo email. I don't have it anymore. I don't think I have anything that requires it to log in anymore. I did eventually make the switch to Gmail. I have 3 Gmail accounts, I think. I have one for the channel, which I also just use for like gaming related things. That's Wrath of Zalis at gmail.com. Don't email me unless you have like a business opportunity. Hey, Craycon, what's going on? But that's just listed on the YouTube thing already. I have my private email, which is the first Gmail I made, which I will not be saying out loud. And I have a professional email, which is pretty much just my name. The Wrath of Zalis email is actually how I've gotten a couple opportunities. I've had, I think, there's like 2 collections of people who will occasionally be like, hey, there's a small indie game that we're gonna play, and here's a description of it. Would you potentially want like a copy so you could play it on YouTube? I'm like, oh, that sounds great. Let me do that. I think I've only accepted it a couple times, maybe like 3 times, and every single time they finally get the code to me, it's like before my YouTube anniversary or before like some other like big thing I start doing on the channel, and I'm like, I'm very grateful, but now I can't play it because I don't have like, because now I'm busy. Or they'll do it like I think someone did, or they did it once when Digimon Lost Evolution got translated, and I was like, this is great, but like I can't play your game right now because I have to focus on this one for my channel. Just funny how that stuff works out. Got my butt kicked on some Master Duel, so I dipped out on it for the rest of the day. That's fair. I just log into Master Duel every once in a while just to like see how it's going. See if it's still bad. Not bad, but just like, I don't know. I feel like they haven't really solved the solitaire problem with Master Duel or Yu-Gi-Oh in general. We've talked about this at length. I'm not going to bring it up again. God forbid someone's like marathoning these videos. They're going to hear me talk about it constantly. I really can't, just for their sake. Oh, that's true. The Dragon Ball Online game is out now. I really hope they make a Digimon one. That'd be really neat. And I think Digimon could really benefit from it. I also just hope that maybe one day we get another Digimon game, like just in general. Like maybe one day Bandai Namco would be like, oh right, Digimon, oh we have this game finished, we forgot to release it. That's my dream. I don't play decks that are rushed to win in the first 3 turns, so when I get matched against those, I just resolve that I'm going to lose. I try to play decks that are pretty quick. That means also winning pretty quickly, but I try to do it in a way that doesn't take me like 5 minutes to set up. Where can I even play the DB TCG? I forget. Sean posted it at some point. I forget where it is. Does anyone speak Spanish or Portuguese in the chat? Ese mod serve para encontrar Digimons fortes e aleatorios en qualquer lugar. Se for isso o endgame pode ficar muito mais divertido agora. I got some of those words. I think it means, is this mod for Digimon encounters stronger? I think Forte is stronger, right? Or is that just I think that's French. Aleatorios, which I don't know. Qualquer lugar. I mean, I know lugar is play, right? I think, or maybe it's not. Luego, right? Video luegos. So it should be to play. Or is it Endgame Pode? I feel like I should know, but I don't. Ficar? I don't know either. Muito, Mais, Divertido, Agora. I know Divertido is fun. I know a lot more Spanish than I thought I knew. Huh. I'm proud of that. Someone wrote a comment on the Digimon. Speaking of Digimon games, someone left a comment on Cyber Sleuth. I think they're asking a question, but I don't know what it is without translation software readily available. Unfortunately. Again, I'm pretty surprised by how well I was able to read that, though. I think they're asking if it's if they'll give you like end game encounters right off the bat or something, or they might be talking about it because I got in the video they're commenting on. I one of my first story fights was against Lucamon Fall Down mode, which is the big like purple dragon. Not to be confused with Mario, or with Mario. Not to be confused with Barney. So they were probably asking about that. Which episode was the comment on? Part 2. Also, a Card Fight Vanguard visual novel on Steam for $69.99. I feel like a visual novel shouldn't be $70. I'll say it. As a big fan of the Zero Escape and Danganronpa games, I don't think they're worth $70. That's my hot take. For more hot takes, subscribe to Wrath of... Oh, there actually is a card game I kind of wanted to look into. I kept getting ads for it on Facebook of all things. Yeah, I'm aware of the $70 I own twice, not worth $70. Oof. Oh, I see. I want a Card Fight Vanguard online game in the style of Master Duel. I see what you mean. Alright, well, Steam has to update. But I wanted to check what the game was called, because I forgot. But it looks cheap. I hope it plays well. But I wanted to bring up the name of it again and see if anyone has any experience with it. Because I believe it's card-based. Alright, Steam. Do we want to not interrupt my stream, please? Are you literally just like... How? I'm not even screen sharing Steam. How did this happen? What? Alright, well, since it's here, it's this game. Alright, I guess. What are you even hooked up to that you're trying to screen capture Steam? It's this game. Has anyone seen this? You can't see my mouse. I think the little guys next to him kind of look like the Golden Sun things, but I think it was like 10 or 15 bucks. And I was like, yeah, whatever, I'll roll the dice. And then I kept forgetting to. That kind of worked out, but I don't know why you were screen capturing Steam, and now I'm worried because I didn't tell you to do that. Stop it. Go away, Steam. I'm trying to play a game. Okay. But yeah, has anyone heard of that game or played it? You in the comments can also let me know, because by the time this comes out, I probably still won't have played it. But I was thinking about taking a day on one of these streams and just playing through a bunch of games that like I don't really know anything about, but they looked kind of neat, and I wanted to give them a shot. I think it'd be fun to do like a potpourri kind of thing. See what games stick, see what games don't. But chat seems just as baffled as I was. So, game does a poor way of explaining stuff like the overdress mechanic. Oh, are we talking about card fight Vanguard? Ooh. I wish you didn't do that. Never heard of it? Like I said, I checked the reviews out and they seemed fine. Like they weren't like glowing or anything, but they weren't like bad reviews. So I was like, oh, I might check it out. See what it is. The other game I want to check out, I think I mentioned this before, is Cobalt Core. It's supposed to be a good kind of roguelike. I think a lot of people said it was like their like surprise indie hit of the year last year, and I never got a chance to try it. I don't try to make a habit of like actively forgetting to check out like popular indie games in the years they come out, but it does happen a lot. Like I didn't play Inscription until a couple years after it was out. Dave the Diver I'm kind of late on because I'm like refusing to play it on PC and waiting for it to be on PlayStation in a month. I recommend Warframe if anyone wants a long burn game. I don't. I don't want long burn games. I want my games wrapped up in 8 to 20 hours or 120 hours, and that's it. Right, I wishlisted Cobalt Core and forgot about it. But yeah, I bought Cobalt Core. I just want to check it out. I think I'll probably try and do like a tutorial before a stream starts, just so like I have a vague idea of how the game works. Starting to feel like it's taking a while. I'm kind of just shooting the shit with chat, but I keep forgetting that like I have to do a lot of this stuff. Curse of Royal. What does Curse of Royal do? Effect of any card that can destroy spell or trap cards is canceled, and the card itself is destroyed. I mean, the card itself being destroyed doesn't really matter for like things like Heavy Storm, where they're about to go to the graveyard anyway, but certainly something. I don't like this. Used to work. I feel like every time I try and reload this pack, it like sometimes works and sometimes doesn't. I don't really know why. All right, Joseph. All right, chat. I will actually be right back. I have to pee. YouTube, I'm gonna pause for you, so we'll be right back. Chat, don't bully each other or riot while I'm gone. Don't do it. Oh, hey. Nobody rated. Nice. Oh, Bully's so hard, Scholarship Edition. Was that a game you guys would be interested in me playing? Bully? I've thought about it recently. I've been kind of getting the craving to play Bully again. Oh, no. I got trapped. My entire stomach is out right now, guys. Hold on. Not for free. I could just walk off camera. What am I doing? Why did I try to troubleshoot that? I'd watch it. My stomach or Bully? What's Bully? Trainer, you'd love Bully. Actually, I don't know if you would. It's GTA for kids. That's not the correct one. All right, YouTube, we're back. I was asking chat if, as I was coming back, if they'd be interested in seeing me play Bully, the Rockstar game. So Bully is about going to a boarding school as a delinquent and getting into different adventure stuff, but it's done by Grand Theft Auto. So a lot of people say it's like Grand Theft Auto, but for kids or in a school setting. And it's a really, really good game. A lot of people have been clamoring for a sequel for a long time. But Rockstar does not seem interested in doing anything other than mainline GTA or Red Dead Redemption, so we'll see. Will it get a sequel teased as much as a remake for Legend of Dragoon? Does it? But yeah, I've been thinking about playing it. So I platinumed the PS2 version, if you're like, that doesn't make sense. So there's two versions of Bully. There's the PS2, I think original Xbox. Ooh, we're running Girls Points in the Mooch Man, thank you. Thanks, Jim. Thank you. Yeah, it's like that. A lot of people wanted a sequel, but I platinumed the PS2 version on PS4 because they basically uploaded the PS2 version as is. There's another version that came out on the 360 and I think later PC. I think it was also on the Wii, called Scholarship Edition, which is I think they add an extra class because you like would go to like classes and stuff in the game, and you'd like get better skills if you went to more classes. They were all just like different mini games, but you could get more classes. There were more outfits, and I think there were a couple extra missions and stuff too in the Scholarship Edition. But I don't know because that's not the version I played. So I played a little bit on 360. I played it on the original PS2, and I think I beat it on PS2, but I 100%ed it on PS2 or on the PS4 version, and it was a great time. There's only one kind of annoying collectible in that game because, like Rockstar games, I think in the older GTA they'd have like the hidden packages. In this game they had, ooh, I don't want to do that. In this game they had instead of hidden packages they had rubber bands, and if you collected every single rubber band, you got a weapon called the rubber band ball, which I think was the strongest weapon in the game, and you would basically it would just hit one enemy and bounce off all the others, and I think it was like a one-hit kill. But by the time you get it, because it takes so long to get the collectibles, like, there's no one to really use it on. Rockstar should make more table tennis. I forget what table tennis was. I think table tennis was a tech demo. I think that's the reason that they just published it, because it was basically done, but I believe it was... Thank you, Krayakon. Welcome back. It's weird that it says, or no, I think that makes sense. It's weird that you lost your streak. That's what I was going to say. Because you've got the War Grandma next to your name. Welcome back. You too, in the comments, can also become a member and get access to a bunch of great emotes that I'm sure people will show right now. Yeah, there we go. Also, you get access to, at the time of recording, 45 members only videos, because I've made a lot of videos during the birthday streams. On top of that, ironically enough, you can watch every single full stream of the birthday stream. 1 through 45, because 45 is today, except for 39, because 39 was the Beyblade stream, and that's all gone. You can watch the rest of them. And so that's 90 potential videos and streams you could be watching for the low price of $2 a month. That's a lot of hours. I'm just saying, for $2, that's a lot of hours. But including if you're I mean, by the time you watch this, I can't really say. At the time of recording, I think part 5 of Yu-Gi-Oh! Is going to be out on Wednesday, and this is part 12. No, this is part 13. So you can probably safely watch maybe like 8+ Yu-Gi-Oh! Videos if you're into that. Haven't given the members pitch in a while, so I figured I would. But yeah, there's a lot of videos right now for members only. That was the reason why I joined mostly a Duelist of Rose Redux playthrough. That was pretty good. I guess another thing I can mention is I think I'm going to start the Capsule Monster Coliseum Libra mod playthrough soon. Has he drawn 3 Spear Dragons in a row? Is this really happening? Are you doing this to me? Why? What have I done to deserve this? This feels rude and targeted. But yeah, I'm going to do the Capsule Monster Coliseum Libra mod playthrough soon, and those are going to be members only until I finish this game, I think. Or I might release one of each for a while. I haven't really decided yet. That's kind of why I haven't started it yet, because I haven't decided what I'm going to do with it. But coming soon. Okay. No, he had Goblin Attack Force Spear Dragon, and he did Time Wizard. Okay. He's so annoying. I just don't like that these take so long. Yay, Castle Monsters? Yeah. I'm looking forward to it. I think I have to do one Destiny board traveler video first. Kind of like how I did one Dungeon Dice Monsters video. Dude, the Libra mod Joey fight is not like... not like one bang stuff? I don't know what that means. Is not he like one bang stuff? Yeah, I mean, it's supposed to be a difficulty mod. It's supposed to be a bit tougher. Such an ignored side of Yu-Gi-Oh? Not really. They've done it a while. There's also, I don't think I've mentioned this in this playthrough, but Konami announced a classic Yu-Gi-Oh collection, and they've announced 2 of the games in it so far. I think it's Duel Masters Expert 2, which I want to say is Eternal Duelist Soul? I'm not sure. I know one of the games in the collection was Japan only, but I think one of them did come over here. I don't remember. Fun fact, I found this channel from your Capsule Monsters playlist. Hey! I didn't know that. That's rad. Yeah. I'm looking forward to going into it. I liked Capsule Monster Coliseum the first time I played it. I did finally beat it. There is a full playthrough on the channel, but it's kind of a couple years old now, and I don't... I get hesitant to like recommend series that are like more than like a couple years old. I kind of consider when I moved into this apartment back at the beginning of 2021 that to be like season 2 of Wrath of Zalis. I think that's when I started kind of getting my shit together. Like, you know, I've had great videos and series before that. Like, I don't think they're bad. It's just like, it's hard to recommend series where I'm like, I was kind of in a weird spot in my life in some of those. So I don't know which of them I was like horrifically depressed or like which of them I was like whiny or something. So like, I don't really want to recommend series if I don't like actually remember what I said in them. But if it's been the last couple years, I'm like, yeah, I probably was fine. So just remember that I'm the me I am today, not the me I was there. Did I already play a card? Yes. And this is Heavy Storm. Okay. Although my favorite side of Yu-Gi-Oh! Is Falspawn Kingdom, I also really, really like Falspawn Kingdom, of which I did do another playthrough. I did the randomized playthrough. That was early last year, or end of last year? I forget when I did that. I get bored, I look up games that I used to play when I was younger as a nostalgia thing, and that's why I found the channel such a kick-ass king. Hell yeah. Let's go! He is tough and two-hit stuff. Oh, I gotcha. For Joey? I'm excited. It's going to be tough. But it'll be a lot of good content, I think. I should play through as a non-card game. Yu-Gi-Oh! Are great. I agree. I think I'm pretty good at I like them a lot. But anyway, I'm hoping with the Yu-Gi-Oh! Collection that they put in the PS2 ones. I hope they do Capsule Monster, Duelist of the Roses, and I guess Falspawn Kingdom, which isn't PS2, but you know what I meant. I hope they go back and port those as well. That'd be a lot of fun. There's like I mentioned earlier, there's a big Duelist of the Roses community that I did not know. Like, I did not know it existed. So like, people are clamoring for it. Give the people what they want. Joey and I keep trading hits here, and I'd kind of like him to stop. I actually didn't know Capsule Monsters could evolve until I watched your playthrough. Really? Interesting. Like I said, I'm not an expert at that game or anything. I just played it at the beginning a lot, and I think I've only beaten it once. Some of those fights are really difficult too. I remember Pegasus being really hard for some reason. Then there's Kaiba, who I think if you collect all the Exodia pieces as soon as you can, then you should be able to, or I think pretty close to it, you should be able to evolve Exodia by the time you fight Kaiba. But then Kaiba is really difficult, and it leaves you with like one Capsule Monster, and it's just Exodia, so it's kind of hard to beat that fight. I think they, I think part of the Libra mod is I think they made it so you can do exhibition matches for XP, but I might be making that up. I thought that was something they added. Ram, I found you. If I didn't click your Duelist of Roses Redux episode, one of my recommendations, I never would have known about you. Hey, that's how everyone finds me on YouTube and stuff. All of you at one point found a video in your recommendations feed or searched for a game in the search tab, and you're like, oh, someone's playing this game. Let me watch this. And then you clicked on it, and it was like, oh, he's all right. I'll watch more of this. And some of you were like, this guy's got a nice voice. And some of you guys were like, this guy's kind of funny. And some of you were like, no one else is playing this. All of you have a wildly and vastly different experience to each other. I did mean to do this, so I don't think this is cheating, because I did mean to finally use Heavy Storm. So what is my card? Mirror Force? I'm not going to Heavy Storm. Whatever. Let him use it. I don't care. Then the only game guaranteed never resurface is Dungeon Dice Monsters. Probably true. I was like, Digital World 3, nice. Now show feet, Jacob. This is my foot. This is what you wanted? This good? Is that enough to get you guys off? Now I have to put my shoe back on one foot and not fall over. Oh, failing? Okay. We're good. I got there. Whew. It's still my turn. I actually judge playthroughs on how the voice of the uploader is. Oh, yours didn't hurt my ears and ended up really enjoying your channel. That's why on top of my great voice, I also have to be very careful about audio levels because I think I mentioned this before. My very first video, Digimon World 1 Part 1 of the original series, which was almost 12 years ago, the audio is really bad. My microphone wasn't that good because I was using my laptop mic, and the game audio is way too high, which is why I get really like squirrely sometimes. Like if I'm like, chat, how's the audio? And then I watch the video later, I'm like, the game audio is way too loud. Like, it's like it brings back trauma. I'm like, no, this is my most rookie of rookie mistakes, and it was because I was live. I couldn't fix it on the fly. Because it's weird. It's like a skill I've developed. Like over the years, I've edited more and more of my videos, edited more and more of the audio, and I think I'm like a qualified audio technician now. I don't know. Like I know a lot. But that skill is useless outside of YouTube. Like, when am I going to need to know how to adjust audio levels and like make sure everything like lines up? Never, besides YouTube. Mine was DW3, and you were one of the first results. Looked at the other stuff and sub. I think Digimon World 3. I should go back and look at those series to see how many subscribers I've gotten from that series, because it's a lot. That was the second like full-length series I did, or second Digimon series. I did it like 3 months after I finished Digimon World 1 for the first time. And for a very long time, I was like one of the top results for Digimon World 3. I don't think that's true anymore. I think that time has passed. But it was true for a very long time. Digimon 4 runs you didn't claim were so fun to listen to. Watch because you knew what to do, but hated every moment. It was very interesting. Yeah, Digimon World 4 is an interesting paradox because I know so much about that game against my will, and I know it inside and out, but also I hate it. It's not fun. So like, I'd be like, okay, you have to go here, 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 do this, whatever. Oh, I lost to this guy again. Oh, I fell down this pit. Oh, great. What a well-designed game. Cool. A lot of that. I'm trying to remember. There was there's one moment in Digimon World 4 when I played it one of the times. I don't know when. I'll take Gaia. But there was one moment. I think I grabbed the Blue Eyes pack. That's why I got Gaia. I think I already have Gaia. Let's rewind. Oh no, I didn't. Why is Gaia in this pack? Okay, and so is Blue Eyes Ultimate. I don't think this is right, but I'm just gonna take it. Whatever. I remember there was one moment in that game where there's a path you have to run down, and there's a bunch of like auto turrets like firing at you, and it's very difficult to get through. And then I found out later that, after looking it up, because I was like, I can't get through here, I'm getting so mad. There is a wall behind you where you start that you have to destroy, and then there's a switch that turns the cannons off. And I'm like, how would you know that? Nobody tells you about it. It's just randomly there. You have to just be like, oh, that wall looks kind of weird, in a PS2 game where everything was kind of weird. And I'm just like, why would they? I get mad thinking about it. I get mad thinking about how bad that game design is. People are like, oh man, it's such a great game. It's not a great game. It's badly made. It's like the design is bad. Like the very idea of it is a bad idea. And I hate it. I'll say it. You know who's a big fan of Digimon World Digimon World 4? Mazakala. I think that might be how he discovered Wrath of Zalis. I'm not sure. But I remember when I tried streaming it in college, he would like give helpful tips. And I'm like, why did you play this game? He's like, you know how it is when you're a kid, you have one game, you just gotta play it because what else are you gonna do? I hated the Numon River level because I didn't use guns originally. I think the Numon River, you like literally have to like equip guns even if you're not using the guns just to get past that level. Which is not fun. Played Digimon 4 on my GameCube as a wee lad. Yeah. I played it here and there as a kid. I liked it because it had multiple, like it was multiplayer. So I'd like to play it with like my brother and my cousins. But I'm good. No thanks. I would kindly like to pass. My feet are starting to get tired. Probably because I was jumping up and down on them earlier. That might be the reason. Chad, what games are we all playing lately? My favorite Digimon World 4 video is when it went snap. I loved that's such a funny moment. So I did that at the end of the streaming playthrough. So when I was streaming Digimon World 4, I did finally beat it. I think it was the first time I beat that game. And when I beat it, I took the disc out, snapped it in half, snapped it in half again, and I remember someone being like, "Well, Nick, how are you going to get further than this?" And I'm like, "I'm not. I'm just not. I'm done here." Oh, this sucks. I have nothing to get rid of. Yeah, nothing to get rid of Swords of Revealing Light, so just to wait it out. My least favorite. Still in that Fantasy Life grind? I really don't know what Fantasy Life is, and I feel like I should look it up. Never had any of the Digimon World games until Dusk and Dawn. Not a great intro. I also think those are pretty bad Digimon games, too. I think... yeah, I don't know. I don't really know what I was going to say to that. Not playing any game at the moment. Got some downloaded. Been working on other things at the moment. Fair. You working on that coding? Rebirth almost exclusively in the morning, and Etrian Odyssey 3 in the afternoon. What is... Explain the Etrian Odyssey games to me. I've heard of them referenced. I think there was something... There was like a Pokemon ROM hack that was like based on Etrian Odyssey, I think. I don't know anything else about them, though. GameCube Digimon World 4 is valued around 60, complete in box now, and 40 just in loose disc. Yeah, GameCube games sell for a lot. They, if I remember correctly, the GameCube didn't make a lot of games. Like there's a lot of... How do I explain this? They made a lot of different games, but like stocking-wise, they didn't produce a lot of discs for a lot of GameCube games. So a lot of GameCube games are like kind of exceedingly rare for no real reason, just because they weren't really produced that much. Or yeah, they didn't really make that much. I remember while the GameCube was still in stores, like while they were still selling the GameCube and they were still selling GameCube games at like GameStop, Pikmin 2 was really rare, and I don't remember why. I think it was literally just because Nintendo didn't make that many copies of Pikmin 2. And I think I still have a copy. Let me see. Now, I think I sold it again like 2019 or 2020 when I was pretty broke. I ended up selling my GameCube collection, which is a bummer. But I only own the Thousand Year Door and Mario Party 7 physically. PS2 complete inbox Digimon 4 is still 25, which is weird. Yeah, that's what I mean. It's just GameCube. Like, they just didn't make a lot of GameCube games. So they're a little bit more rare. I remember Pikmin 2 was like the most rare GameCube game for a while, and the other one was Fire Emblem Path of Radiance was the next most rare GameCube game, I believe. A lot of this is based on what I remember both working at GameStop and just like, you know, being in the know at the time. Just think mystery dungeon games where you have to make your own map. Oh, interesting. Playing some Star Wars The Old Republic and Digimon World Next Order. Nice. I wanted to get back in the Old Republic, but I think after playing Final Fantasy XIV, Old Republic's like UI and its like battle system is a little too outdated for me. Like, I acknowledge that it's a good game, and I acknowledge the story content's really good. It's just like, it's not... I just didn't really find it very satisfying to play. So, that's where I am with that. Which is a bummer. Final Fantasy XIV is the first MMO I was, like, able to get into, because, like, it didn't... It was active enough where it didn't feel like I was playing an MMO. If that makes sense. Like, there was enough inputs during the battle that, like, I don't know, I finally grabbed onto it. I didn't really feel that with like World of Warcraft or the Old Republic or City of Heroes or any other MMO I've tried before. None of them really stuck with me. Okay. And some FF7 Remake Part 1 of 15. Oh, yeah. No, I think there's only 3. Oh, boy. Got a work DM at 7 p.m. But I am off the clock. That's a tomorrow problem. Never got a chance to play City of Heroes Villains. I did play DC Universe Online though. I think City of Heroes has a dedicated server still. Like I think NCSoft even like signed off on it. They're like, yeah, go for it. But I haven't tried it because I don't care enough. like the game was fun. I like the idea of a superhero MMO, especially one that's not associated with Marvel or DC. Just because I like that it's kind of unique. Like it's its own world, so it's like more believable that you could be like a superhero like rising through the ranks in that world. But yeah, I don't think I want to go back to it, but I played a little bit and I had fun. I remember you could get different traversal abilities. I think that was the thing that stuck out to me. Like, you could either teleport, you could jump, you could fly, and there were like different people had you were like limited where you could like only use have like some of them. So like you'd grab a party and like someone could teleport, someone could fly, and stuff like that. And it's like there was a lot of really fun dynamics. I could easily see a superhero game working as an MMO or a live service thing. Did I not play another monster to kill him? Is that what I'm learning I just did? I'm not too worried about it. If that was the case. Oh no, okay. I think I did play a card. What did I play? I don't even remember what I summoned. Oh wait, is it still... Hold on. There we go. So, I can use Call of the Haunted. Whoops. Currently playing some Pocket Crystal League, kind of addicted. I had a lot of fun with it. It was a good time. That's a very good mod. Trainer, if you like Pocket Crystal League, I know obviously the Pokemon is a big draw for it. You should try playing Inscription. It's kind of a fun game, and I think you'll have some fun with the twists and turns, and the card game mechanics are really good as well. I don't know why I keep... What happened if it's not letting me attack? What did they do? Why can't I attack with Spear Dragon? No? What did I do wrong here? I think I'm missing something. Whatever. I think I'm probably going to wrap up after this since I'm kind of losing my mind a little bit. So my Steam wish is currently just waiting for more money or sale. Fair. Keep your eye out on it though. It'll be good. You can't really do... I never got a chance to play City of Heroes Villain. You can't really do many DS games, can you? What do you mean DS games? Oh, do you mean like emulation? I mean, I can. It's just annoying. It's just so much easier to do other systems to emulate instead. It's like night and day. Sorry, I think it's time to end the video when I'm like actively losing focus as I'm playing, and I'm like, okay, let's wrap up. It's not the game's fault either. It's just sort of just having fun talking to chat, having fun going down memory lane. Is Pokemon Rangers out of the running end? Yes. Mostly because that's a very stylus based game, and stylus games are actually... DS and 3DS is already hard to emulate. Stylus, like, heavy gameplay is, like, even worse. Like, I don't want to go crazy with my mouse drawing a circle. Like, I tried to do, I tried to test out Digimon World Championship to see if it would be something I could play in an emulator, and no, I cannot. I can't scroll with my mouse nearly fast enough as you're supposed to do with a stylus. There's something about having to do your full arm instead of like just like you know, you can do this pretty fast, but then doing it with your whole arm is like so much harder. So that's why I've never played that one, and I probably won't play Pokemon Ranger. All right, chat. We've had 2 banger videos today. Also YouTube. We've had some good ones. So I don't want to leave it on there. We gotta beat Joey 5 more times, and then we're moving on to the tier 4 duelists. I think we're a pretty good way through the game. I still want to try and complete it, but I think to balance it out, I'm going to start Castle Monster Coliseum Libra mod pretty soon. So look forward to that. Yeah. It'll be YouTube. I'll see you later. Have a great issue day. All right, and stream. Thank you guys for coming out tomorrow. As a reminder, I am off tomorrow. It is my scheduled day off. Wednesday, I also have a really long meeting at the end of the day, so I think I might start later on Wednesday, which means it'll probably be like a 1 hour, one video stream. Probably might do the next Digimon Adventure part on Wednesday. And then I don't know what I'm going to do on Thursday and Friday. I haven't thought about it that far, but hope you guys have a great rest of your nights. And yeah, thanks for coming out today. See you guys later.